to push in. PK did a great job shutting them down.
There's that over-aggression through the middle of the map. They're going to get one kill. Identive's going to answer back, so that ends up being a trade out inside the info. Nobody's going to be there for Noble to try to get that next down and out. Gearys is going to move in. Got a teammate with him as well. That's Abolix. They're going to be in control of this mid building. They have to find the rotational spot to move out. They have to try to get another break and a recap here, which is going to be difficult because now the Pittsburgh Knights, they're going to open up a good lead. Summons is going to be challenged in the back of the cinema by Toady. Toady, this is that clutch factor I was talking about. He has to come away with this down or this kill. Summons sliding in toward him. He goes for the melee. He gets the two-shot on. There's the meat shield. Raver trying to Lancer out from inside of the juicer. Nobody's going to be there for the pickup. Toady misrolls, but he comes away with the kill. That's the clutch factor I talked about before the end of the game. You gotta still come away with that shot, Taylor.
That was massive, man. Toady had no reason to get that kill, but he does. And look at that, already lancering down monkeys. And Toady will go ahead and get the bleed out. And Noble is looking to take round number 1. Now PK has to, they're not even gonna do it. They're not gonna push through and try and take their own home hill. That's gonna be a quick round. That was just beautiful from Noble, man. Everything just came together and worked out perfectly.
Well, again, I said that he has to come through with that clutch factor. He gets that first kill on Summons. They're not able to, Braver's not able to Lancer him down from inside of that juice. And then you see him push up. He misrolls. He ends up coming away with a kill anyway. So it's now a 2-for-1 trade. They push up. They get a third. Now they've only got 2 more to deal with. The initials will come out, though, a little bit stronger for the Pittsburgh Knights. They're going to put that initial loadout in. You're going to see the flashes come out of spawn. And this is going to make things a little bit more difficult. I want to see if Pittsburgh Knights adjust to what they used to do or what they do against most teams where they push across info to juice or juice to info and see how Noble can respond to it. Noble, they're not going to go for the multi-man cap at the home either. And it looks like Pittsburgh's overloading the B side of the hill. This is a very interesting play by them. They've got 3 people in the cap already. They're going for an early initial neutral hill capture. Meanwhile, bottom side of the map, Noble has to take care of their 3 players that are trying to rotate home to home. They're going to have shots on the Raver, but they're not going to be able to come away with a kill.
PK was able to hold home just before. Folks are going to be out in just the same fashion. The Lancers are there. But it looks like they're going to get away with murder. Noble is going to be able to back off and to actually take over this double home hill setup to close out that minor deficit. Like you said, PK, though, prioritized the neutral. So if they can win this fight here, take their home hill, it seems like the risk might have been worth it. But it seems like they're going to go ahead and maybe rotate off. I'm very curious to know what PK is thinking here.
PK is going to try to come from the top side, and they're going to try to get into this home hill. Toady has to be very careful. If he gets called out, he's in a very tough position, and he's going to put somebody in an even worse position trying to rotate in. There's 3 members of Pittsburgh Knights. I don't know if they know Toady's there. Monkey's got him called out, though. So now Toady is in that bad position. He's going to get called out. He's going to get shot on. He either has to come away with a down or a kill here to try to buy time for his teammates to rotate in. There's the quick revive and kill out by Dezenine. Meanwhile, it looks like the rest of Noble's trying to rotate over to the B hill. You see Lava, he's going to get 3v1'd, and Pittsburgh Knights, they can rotate back out to the middle of the map and try to apply pressure back on the B hill.
And they need to, right? I mean, they have the man advantage at this point in time. They know that Noble is not going to be on the overextension, so there's no reason as to why they don't. Player number 3, interestingly enough, doesn't decide to go down onto C, right? That's going to be Summons. He actually gives up the home hill. Player 1 is going to be there now for Identives, and he's going to maybe he's not going to rotate down either. So they're actually happy with committing everything to win this neutral, but Noble is doing a great job holding them off.
You see Summons trying to bounce in. He's going to try to get that next shot. He's going to be a little damaged, but not so much. You're going to see Noble finally rotating over to their home hill. They're going to try to apply this triple cap domination pressure, but 3 members of PK, they're going to be at their home hill. It's going to be slowed up. They get this mid-neutral hill back and they're home. They're not going to be able to get it capped, so the pressure's not going to mount but so quickly against them. Good kill there on the Summons by Zysho. Hops over. Monkeys is going to be there with the Lancer. 2-man cap might come through for the mid-neutral instead. Oh, they're going to let it re-decap. This is pretty... I actually like this. Even though it's prolonging the round, it still applies the same pressure to the Pittsburgh Knights. They're still having to push up and get decaps on multiple hills at multiple times.
Noble in a great position, and they're making it look good. We knew coming into this series this was one of the take, and they seem as if they're off to a fantastic start. Raver, he's going to be angled out. Noble's going to take this. PK, nowhere to be found. I like it. We talked about Noble. You know, they had to be aggressive. They're doing just that, right? They're going for those overextensions immediately. They're wolf packing together. PK is not dealing with 1 or 2 people. Traditionally, 2 people, right? Or 3, maybe at max, who goes for the overextension. No, PK is dealing with 4, sometimes 5 members from Noble, who go for the overextension. They're getting overwhelmed. There's nothing they can do about it. They'll Lancer down. They'll try to pepper with the Nasher, but there's just literally nothing PK can do unless they push through that smoke and, run themselves at risk of getting chunked. Noble's doing this correctly. PK's already thrown out, what, 2 audibles? They've tried to knock them off their own home hill whenever the overextension takes place. They gave up the home hill intentionally and went straight over to the neutral. It doesn't work out. So now what is going to be plan C? What do?
They're going to have to probably put that power weapon down and hope that it becomes one of those big team fights that they've been very dominant in all throughout the Pro League. Identives, he's going to push across the middle, try to bait out Geary's. He's going to rotate down to the bandstand area. Geary's and Lava on that side of the map, though, and now they've got the pressure because they've got one member of Noble already dead. Here comes that pressure offense by the Pittsburgh Knights. They get that first kill, and this is where Noble has to stand up. They have to say, no, you're not going to come into our home and get the triple cap domination, but so quickly. Zysho pushes up a couple of shots onto Raver, won't be able to find the down just yet. Meanwhile, top side of the map, Toady has won another 1v1 against Summons, which will allow them to continue to apply that pressure. Shot on by Zysho. I believe there's a second player there who is Geary's. They're going to be playing a 2-man spot up here. Lava in the mid info will be trying to get shots on to different people, trying to call out where the rotations from the Pittsburgh Knights will be. But 3 members of the Pittsburgh Knights are already rotating into the home hill of Noble.
Yeah, they're going to be able to take that. Player 3 now is going to be in 1v2. I say they're going to be able to take that, but Zysho takes down Identives, and he's not done. He's going to push him back. So I thought PK was going to have free reign to take over that hill, but Noble picks up some big kills, a critical kill, and takes over the fight. Now, that 1v2 I was mentioning, by the way, Summons did a good job taking down Toady, but he was not successful in taking down, I believe that was a Bollocks who was over there. But now, finally, PK gets a breakthrough. They've got the double home hill set up, and now they're going to be able to pressure down on B. This is a round that now has the potential for them to take.
Bollocks has to stay alive right here. He tries to go for the shot over the cover, get the one-shot chunk bouncing around. Won't be able to get that kill right there. Triple cap domination being stopped. It is going to be very quickly for Pittsburgh Knights to get back into this round. The 2-1 hill advantage, especially with Noble not gaining any points for a good 5 to 10 seconds there. It's only going to take a matter of about 10 more seconds for Pittsburgh Knights to take this lead back. Noble's going to have to fight out from that mid-cut section. You're going to see Dezenide trying to push up to get the down onto Geary's, and now they have to pull back. It is 5 versus 4. Dezenide will go down 4v4 heads-up play. You're going to have to see somebody rotate out. It looks like Bollocks is not pushing up pressure onto Identives. And a matter of fact, Identives back in the fountain now. Here comes the players into the juice. This is their chance. They have to get that break quickly. Bollocks will be in here. Nobody's going to be able to Lancer out against him just yet. 2-1 hill advantage should go back in favor of Noble. If I am Pittsburgh Knights, though, I'm rotating quickly home to home and trying to pressure up onto Lava. Nobody's going to be in the position to really help him out just yet.
Well, Monkeys is there, but he's by himself. He needs the rest of the players to join him. That's going to be Dezo and Raver now. They're there. Now they feel confident to push up. That Lancer fire is great. Monkeys, he has to get out. He's full red. Lava's not going to be able to Lancer down, but the pressure's going to be there. PK's going to get the break and the full cap. That is huge. That's going to shift the momentum now back into their favor. But we know how difficult it is to hold a double home hill setup, and we're seeing the results of that. Noble's going to get that break. But PK, though, is going to send player number 3 down. And also player 4 is going to be on the flank. He has the potential to make some massive moves, but it might not even matter. Noble's going in for the triple cap. Monkeys is going to get that touch and get that break. He picks up one big elimination onto Lava, goes in for the second, and that's going to be Zysho just on the other side. Or Geary's, excuse me, he picks him up. Meanwhile, Summon's going to be taken down. Noble holds on to B, but A is also broken. C now gets in the cap. PK has a double home hill setup, but I don't think it's going to be enough, and in fact, they don't get A, so Noble should be able to lock this round, and they will, but that was a close one.
And nobody within B's range just yet, and there it is under the 3-second timer, so we do in fact have a 3-0 lead for Noble. Now that both the first and second round have gone through and both teams have put out those utilities in their loadouts, I'll be curious to see if they go with the power weapon play at the bandstand right now, if they go with trying to make this into a big team fight, because early in that round, they get first pick, they get the setup, they just weren't able to hold it. Noble did a very good job of attacking back against the members of the Pittsburgh Knights. And if Noble puts that, wherever they put that flash or smoke on either one, the Pergola or the arcade, I'll be curious to see if PK answers back by putting that drop shot opposite side. And it looks like they are already drifting up to that cinema. And there we go. This is that meta I talked about, the difference in opinion from Pittsburgh Knights to most of the rest of the league. Yeah, because most will put it down there in bandstand, right? I mean, that would kind of be the play. They want to fight for the neutral.
But they will fight for the neutral, at least in this round. But that second half, it's going to be on the other side, right? So you're going to have to make a decision. Which one are you going to prioritize the most? Gary's going to be the first one in. Utility is out, so it's going to be difficult for him to pick up any elimination, also to pick up the drop shot in general. Now he's going to be pinched, and he is going to get taken down. Monkeys will be there for the pickup, and that's a solid start. And, you know, now I got to ask myself, is this going to be the turning point, right? Sometimes it's a tale of two halves, but drop shot kind of forces a much different fight. And sometimes we see the Slay Heavy team kind of come out ahead. And for PK, maybe this is their chance, but Toady continues to play so well, Colin.
I called him out before the game. I said he had to come up big. He had to have a very huge clutch factor, and so far it's coming through. They're going to pressure up onto the home hill of the Pittsburgh Knights. I'll be curious to see. It is Monkeys with the drop shot, but Monkeys is down, and they clean him up, so no more drop in favor of the Pittsburgh Knights, and they have the pressure defense up. They are threatening the triple cap domination. Here comes Dezenite. He's going to slide in like my man was on skates. Won't be able to get that full decap, though. Meanwhile, Identives dies at the B hill. Triple cap domination solidified. 4-0. The lead in favor of Noble, and this is a completely different team from what we've been seeing when it comes to the Knights. Yo, we're getting memed, aren't we?
Colin, I was about to say it. You already knew where I was going with it. I'm telling you, brother, we're getting memed by Noble. We were so confident. We were smiling like we were going to Disneyland, my guy.
I love Space Mountain.
Noble's ready to play. Hey, Disneyland's great. I'll be smiling if I'm going to Disneyland. Come on, who doesn't like Disneyland? You know, wear your mask when you go now. A bit different, but hey, I like Disneyland too. And we might be going there, Colin, because right now Noble is playing well. 4-0. My lord, where's PK at?
So we see the drop shot down at the cinema. You can see both teams having those flashes going toward it. Noble with the extra set of flashes down low. Here it comes, the big fight of who can stun who more will break out in the early initial of this round. First kill comes out for Geary's, trying to slide in, gets shut down by Raver. Now a 1v1 at the back of the cinema. Here comes a second member of Noble. Zysho, and he made the mistake of trying to up-A Raver when Raver was going to up-A him. Look, greatest quote of all time in Gears. Toy Soldier said it best. Up-A them before they up-A you, and Raver figured that out.
Well, hey, Raver definitely capitalized in that moment, handled his business. Picked up, what, maybe 2 or 3 of the Noble members from that fight. Drop shot now obviously in control. Dezo's going to have it in his hands. And PK is going to be happy with the neutral as well as D. So now Noble, they've got to figure out what they want to do. Traditionally, they've gone for the overextension, but it seems as if, yeah, player number 8 is going to be in the neutral. And I think Noble at this point in time is maybe wanting to push down onto E.
So they're going to have to take their chance here. They might have to take a licking coming into the fight, too. Dezenite, he's going to be chilling out toward, I believe, toward the middle of the map. Or actually, he's in the bandstand. Monkey, no, where's Dezenite? Yeah, he's in the back of the map, back of the bandstand. Excuse me, I misread which number they were. He's going to use that drop shot to just stop anybody that goes in for that cap, and actually it looks like Dezenite's going to rotate toward the middle of the map. This is a long time to wait for Noble. They're going to basically be planning on a full wipe, but Dezenite said, take all the time you want, boys, because Toady's going to have to come back off a respawn here. I'm not going to wait for you to try to push up and use this. I love that play. I love using your drops when you have them to apply that pressure, because they know they can't respawn him, but so much early in the second half, because if it ends up going 4-4, you can find yourself down in the respawn category. Long range!
Woohoo! Downtown, and Zysho will feel the effects of that one. Oh no, he still picks up one. That's big. I thought he was totally going to get chunked there. Now Toady, a bit of a misroll into Raver, but still capitalizes on it. No worries. And now they're going to be able to pincer and the rest of the PK boys. Matter of fact, Toady just wants D. They know the points are out of control, and they're trying to gain any control that they can, but Identives is having none of it. He's going to be in there for that fresh drop shot. Should be able to get it without question. Toady now up. He's getting pressured. He drops. Lava's not spawning back in. GG. We knew that Noble only had one more good push, one more good attempt to retake any control. They didn't take it, and because of that PK, they'll take the round.
PK does a good job there, like I said. I really do. I can't stress it enough. I hate when teams sit back on drops and then they wait for somebody to make that first move. I love that play out from Dezenite where he said, you know what, I'm just gonna make sure that you don't get a chance to figure out your game plan perfectly. You're gonna have to push in sooner rather than later. And good job getting those 2 kills. One close range inside the info, the other one from downtown all the way up towards cinema. Next round, though, 2 shocks are out, so both teams may have an issue coming into that drop shot fight, as that shock may cut you off from your teammates. Looks like we're going to have a 4-1 split, 1v1 in the middle of the map over control and the possible Lancer angle. Here comes all the flashes, though. This is There's the shock out. It's going to block off Noble, I believe, from getting to their revives. And Abolix is going to get a free kill there, but he's going to be down in the corner. Good rotation by Summons. Summons is actually, oh, never mind. He was still on the PK side of the map. I was going to say, did he rotate all the way across? But that is a full 5-man wipe. Elimination domination comes through. And oh my goodness gracious, good God almighty, we are about to get memes, Taylor.
Hey, man, check it out. Let's take it a step back, though. I think the memes are coming. I just want to say that. But we knew District Noble was going to be favored on it, without question. But what worries me, Colin, what worries me is it was 5-1, right? I didn't expect that. Like, okay, I expected Noble, all right, if this is the map you're going to take, this is going to be it. But maybe, 5-4, 5-3. No, they take it 5-1.